Greetings. Greetings from Mr. Mystic Moons. I was almost going to say Mr. Moons. Maybe because I was reading about a couple of thinking about baseball and thinking, or basketball rather. Basketball, I'm thinking, how come some of the stars look rather masculine, even though they're women? They just have a sort of an edgy look of masculinity, but that's probably not important right now. Anyway, welcome. We'll start again. It's been a long couple of days. Question we're going to do today, we're going to get on our psychic spaceships and we're going to just travel around the entertainment world. And we're going to think, I was thinking that, everybody knows Taylor Swift. She's great. She's fabulous. And she does it her way. It's great. And the men she gets involved with, some of them really seem to skyrocket to public attention and to fame. And you think that of the ones, Joe Alwyn looks like a sweetheart. And she was together with him for 6 years. So he has some points going for him. They had memories together. And then there's her current boyfriend, who she's been together with for the past year, Travis Kelce. Now, let's just suppose both of them are in the same boat. All right. Just who has life after Taylor Swift? Who has more life? Who has life? Who can vibrate the world without the aid of Taylor Swift? Of course, in our news frenzy, anybody and everything, what she wears, what she does, seems to get mileage, tons of mileage. In fact, I'm even talking about her because she gets so much mileage. It is a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. And for women, it's a welcome phenomenon. However, now as women, or men too, partnerships, when it becomes public, becomes a discussion topic. So my subscribers and my people who just come in to listen, why don't you just put on your psychic caps and let's take a trip, as we are in now, circling the entertainment world, and think about what kind of life is there for these two men after Taylor. Personally, there's a beginning and an end to everything. Sometimes it happens sooner, sometimes it happens later. However, I'm very curious to know, is their life, what is Travis Kelce's life after Taylor? And Joe's. I mean, he's gotten into the news, he's kept quiet, he's almost had like a therapeutic approach to this publicity, which he's used to after 6 years. I'm sure he's used to playing the crowd. He doesn't look like a stupid man. He guards what he says, and he says very double talk. He does double talk a lot. Double talk, but sophisticatedly, is that a word? Sophisticated. Well, he's very suave. How's that? He's very suave when he answers these double-linked, double-meaning curveballs. And in fact, when he even said, I don't want to talk about Taylor because some things are so private, they're private, more or less. He says it would degrade the relationship to talk about it, to make it private. It was so special to both of them that it should be private, not public discussion. And I commend him for that. Of course, I'm sure he signed non-disclosures up and down the aisle. Both of them have. But nevertheless, he could say something. And he finally has after a year. Of course, it corresponds with his movie that came out. And it's, he was in a front page fashion spread. and he's traveling around. Of course, he's not American; he's English, and he was in Milan, looking good. And he's even on his baby face. He put a little scruffy, peach fuzz on it. And he's still like, looks like he's just like woke up or something, or just came from a camping trip in some national park. But he is cute. He is cute. Nobody can say he's not cute. And he has the air of a cultured, cultured artistic thinker, a philosopher. He has an interesting air about him. He makes sure he's never seen excessive in booze or drugs or anything, even women. I mean, he keeps himself tight. And that even makes him more intriguing to the masses. I mean, I haven't seen a good looking blonde guy since Robert Redford when he was young. I mean, I can't think of anyone. Of course, I'm not that up on actors and actresses, but I think that he's interesting. As opposed to Kelce, Travis. Travis is very, loud and boisterous, and he does a lot of questionable things. And of course, first impressions do resonate. And our first impression of him is well known. And however, he's managing to get some TV shows and role plays and stuff like that. And of course, he has sponsorships. Now, is this Taylor's magic? I mean, I think, it's like goddess energy or something. I mean, everybody wants to have like the Michelangelo's David, creation with the two fingers meeting. It's like, just touch my finger, Taylor, and I'll be a success. You almost get that feeling about her. She does have goddess energy. That cannot be denied. Anyway, with Joe coming out with his movie, The Kinds of Kindness, and on his press tour, and it's just, I thought we should take a reading and see if if there's what kind of life do they both, who has more mileage, who, Travis or Joe? Of course, it feels like I'm not biased, but everybody has whom they like. Of all her boyfriends, some people like Matty. He's cute. And the other ones, they were just, things. And of course, Taylor can do whatever she wants. I support her. Well, mentally support her, of course. Do what you want. She's been razzed lately with pangs of jealousy, which is, I think, is irrelevant. And she had a runny nose in one of her concerts, and she was blowing her nose with her fingers. And they say she dances kind of awkwardly, but she does. She's not a dancer. She's having fun. So leave her alone. Leave her alone. We're talking about the men in her life. The last two. Well, not the last two. We're talking about the prominent men that we've been hearing a lot about. It's always like, and Travis is always seems to be pitted against Joe. And like, for instance, like Joe said, he made a point of making a dig at at Travis and Taylor's public displays, which was very cleverly done. It wasn't tacky at all, but it hit him. You can go read the articles and find out what he said exactly. But it was definitely comparison. All right, so let's see. Let's see if who has more mileage. Travis. Let's see how should I do this now? I guess I'll do one for Travis. Travis. Do you have, what kind of mileage after you split publicly with Taylor will you have if he splits? Alright. Now, let's see what kind of mileage Joe has now that he has split from her. This is for Joe Alwyn. Alright. Of course, I think that Travis is going to have a hard time, even though he's been making contracts to really put the firm cut with Taylor because it's so lucrative for him. However, this is for Joe. Okay, Joe, who has more mileage? All right. Now, it's a little complicated. Now, this is Travis, and this is Joe. Got it? Of course you got it. You're smart. Now, let's see now. Here is Travis's first one. We have strength. Okay. He has, of course, he's a football guy. And I'm taking this as physical strength. And the next one we have is the 9 of Wands. A little bit of navigation, a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of weight. And the next one is the Knight of Cups. So I would say he could say that he's going to have a little difficulty putting his message across, getting his emotional support from the masses. He's going to have some difficulty. However, he has financial padding, so it won't be that hard. But it's a question, we'll have to check it out some more. Now let's see Joe, the King of Wands. That's a good position. And we have the 5 of Swords, meaning he'll also have to navigate, win some, lose some, and always look behind his shoulder. He has to be very guarded because the battle is not won. Oh, but we have the Sun. So it seems like at first glance here's Travis. Travis has a major arcana card, the strength. He has the bullheartedness to charge and do what he has to do. Then we have the 9 of Wands. It's going to be hard for him, even with his strength and his macho-ness, his bullfighter. And we have a message, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Meaning what? I don't know. We'll have to see. And remember, we have Joe. We have the King of Wands. That's a good position. And he's going to have to watch his back because there's going to be never-ending digs. What kind of digs? The battle is won for now. He'll take each assignment, each step as cautionary experience, and ready to use his doublespeak, his very sophisticated doublespeak anytime he has. In fact, he probably has memorized, since he's an actor, certain lines, because he seems to use very carefully word-placed sentences. But he has the Sun. That's a good aspect. So he has the King of Wands and the Sun. Travis has the Strength card, Major Arcana, and he has the message, the Knight of Cups. First glance, it seems like Joe is stronger. Joe has more life. Not that Travis is, leftovers. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Joe is more invigorated than Travis. Hmm. Joe is more invigorated than Travis. He has more appeal. Is he better looking? Well, he's cute and he's very poet. He looks like a poet. He looks, and then of course Taylor put this album out and catapulted him to worldwide global attention. I mean, who knew about him before unless you were like I mean, you had all the time to pay attention. But now everybody knows because Taylor's been singing his praises. It could be negative. Whether the wording is negative or positive, it's still singing about him, so everybody knows about him. So he has had free publicity, and then with him keeping quiet, he worked to his advantage. It's very calculating. Whereas Travis deals more with his emotions at the moment, and that's a little hard for some. But anyway, let's check out his strength card. Let's check out Travis' strength card and see what kind of strength this is. What kind of strength is this? All right, we got this. Travis. Okay, this is peeking to me. All right. We have the Four of Swords. Meaning he could like lay back and brush it off. He can discard. And we have the Page of Wands. So that's his strength card, is that he could brush off, he could brush it off. He could disappear and rejuvenate himself with another idea, and that's his strength. He has plenty of ideas. He's an idea man. That's good. So he's thick-skinned and he has plenty of ideas. That's great. He doesn't get upset with other people think about him. He goes, boo-hoo. I'll just, shack up someplace, chill, and then I'll come back with a new idea. Because was past tense, present tense, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Okay. Now, let's see his struggles. Let's see Travis Kelce's struggles. Travis Kelce's struggles. All right, now, here's one that's speaking to me. This one's speaking to me more. All right. Let's see. Now, let's see now. Do we have... Okay, so we have Travis Kelce's struggles. And we have the High Priestess. Could this be Taylor? Could this be Taylor's? Could this be Taylor's fame? Taylor's zest for life? This could be just being in the shadows of Taylor Swift. Or sleeping his way to the top by being her partner. But he has another idea. And his idea. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the High Priestess. Could his struggle be that, it seems like it could be pregnancy news. It could be. It could be that he's struggling with wait a moment now. Now that I think about it, the High Priestess could also be another woman. It could also be another woman. The high priestess can also be another woman. And the Ace of Cups, a new relationship. It could be he's struggling because he has something, side piece, or another relationship that he has to keep quiet about. It's amazing because it's an Ace of Cups. This new emotional relationship could be, because this is either Taylor or another woman, the High Priestess. That he has, or it could be both. It could be both. And we have the Knight of Cups. Zip. Something is, the message is coming, wants to be told. Something is coming up. Should I even go through that card and see what this message entails? It's either, all right, is Taylor pregnant, or does he have another woman that is making this struggle? Now, it seems if he managed to get Taylor pregnant, it wouldn't be a struggle. It would be a joy, correct? A joy. So it must be another woman. It could be a secret. That it's a struggle for him to keep quiet. But let's see what this message is, because this is a curio. I mean, we've all heard so many stories about both of them that, public is like, oh, please be quiet. However, we're still seeing a tornado of Taylor's shoes, Taylor's dancing, Taylor's blowing her nose, Taylor. And so it's going to continue like this until she finishes her tour in December. Well after the 2024 U.S. elections, presidential elections, which is November the 2nd. Okay, slipping off topic. Now, everybody, let's find out what this Knight of Cups is. This Knight of Cups. What is this? What is this? Curious myself. What is this message? Message. What could be this message? What could be this message? Alright, this one. What could be this message? This one speaks to me. All right, let's see what it could or could not be about. Could or could not. This Knight of Cups. Justice. We have the Justice. Under this Knight of Cups. And Temperance. Gee, it must be a pretty important message because it has two major arcanas in it, telling him to something that requires some kind of yes or no, some kind of something moral, something dealing with morals, and it is like a whoa Nelly. Don't let it out all at once. Don't let it out all at once. So the Knight of Cups is something that is spacing out a moral issue. Spacing out a moral issue. That's what I feel. Spacing out a moral issue. So what does it have to do with who has more life? Well, it looks like that Travis it's going to have more ups and downs. Travis is going to have public opinion, of course, varies already. But It's not going to disappear, of course. But he's going to get some flack. I think that Travis is going to get some flack about his actions, about his method of success. I think that Travis is going to have some flack, and I mean, he has his fans. Now let's look at Joe. Now let's look at Joe. What does he have to be so uptight about with his 7 swords? But he has to look over his shoulder and be prepared to slay some reporter with verbalage, vernacular, some vociferous remark. What is his tightness, or his very studied tightness too? Stressful. You can tell that he keeps his cool, he bites his tongue inwardly, mentally, and then when it's over, that he has these public appearances, he probably has to soak in the head and headstands, or hit his head against the wall, whatever. Something, bang his head against the wall. It's something that really, he's on the lookout. All right. Now let's see the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords. All right, now, Joe Alwyn. Give us some clue about the nature of it. All right, this one and this one. So this one must have come out. All right, this is a little complicated. 3. All right, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Happiness. So he is very guarded about keeping his personal life. That's where he has the hassles. That's where he's always on guard. He has keeping his space. Keeping his space private. Keeping his life private. I would say that's where his struggle comes up. Okay? And here I have this card also wanted to come out. It is the Knight of Wands, which is, I would say, the public's interest in him. The public's interest in him. Like, he survived 6 years of being with Taylor quietly, without exactly, through COVID, no less. COVID lockdown. So, and they did split up, true, but they managed to entertain themselves in creative ways. And it's always interesting. All right, now let's look at this. The sun is evident. I say that, and the King of Wands. We have here the King of Wands for Joe. The basis of his 5 of Swords is the Knight of Wands. And then it branches out. It branches out to his happiness, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Well, I see that Joe Alwyn has more life after Taylor. Perhaps he's had a year, to chill out and to be himself. But he's going to be, he has a lot of doors, and could be the Taylor effect. Could be. And I would see that Travis is going to have I would say that Joe Alwyn is going to have more life has more life after Taylor than Travis will have after that thing that experience has run its course. But I do see his struggle. Seems like it's either another woman or some emotional need of Taylor, which could be children. So we'll have to see. But I suspect, since it's a struggle, as I said, I suspect there's another woman. I suspect. I don't know, of course. Disclaimers, to Olympus. And there goes my Siamese cat who is in agreement with what the agreement is. She's agreeing. She says, yes, it is another female. All right, so there are going to be disclosures. Disclosures will come softly with justice and the temperance, major arcana. They will like piecemeal it out. Piecemeal it out. But in the meantime, while they're piecemealing it out, don't take down the goddess, saying that like, she can't dance and she's jealous. I don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. She's making money. She's doing this. She's doing that. She doesn't need it. And she's also generous. So, in the meantime, that's what I saw. So let's end this. We've already can see that Travis is going to have a little difficulties and whatever. I'm sure the press will, in time, when they grow a pair of vital parts, that they will be able to discuss it. In the meantime, yo Joe, rock on. Joe Alwyn, he is in a good place. In a good place. In a good place. All right. So if you enjoyed this, comments, usually just send them to me. And if you like this, sorry I was so windy in the beginning, but I'm revved up now with a little Joe energy. And of course, Travis. So, to my subscribers, thanks everybody for watching. And if you'd like to donate, please do. No candles I have. And if you want a personal reading, contact me in the description below, and we could explore your future. So, thank you very much, and bye.